Hi guys, this is Krish the Urban Naxal. So in a previous video, I explained to you sequentially, chronologically how the building industry, the marketing industry rather, takes you from the point of just having a casual interest till they get you to swipe a token. Now, as I said earlier, when you swipe a token, it is like you swallowed a hook. It is like a fish that swallowed a bait. The bait, of course, was very attractive pricing offers and all kind of urgency tactics that are used to basically make you swipe that token. For making you swipe the token, the channel partners and the builders sales team will tell you all kind of lies. They are allowed to tell you all kind of lies. Please note that if you complain against a builder's salesperson or a channel partner and say that he has been lying to you, he has misled you, etc., etc., your complaints will have no effect whatsoever. They are allowed to lie to you. They are encouraged to lie to you, to mislead you, to make you swipe a token. They would say anything and everything, and all their sins get washed off when they make you swipe the token and take your money and give it to the builder. They will also get incentives from that token swipe. Their second best solution is if they take a post-dated check from you. Sometimes they will take a PDC. They will say this is for an expression of interest, and then they may say we are not going to cash it, but you have to give us a post-dated check or a non-dated check or a cancelled check, and so on and so forth. These are all ways and means of getting you to commit, and eventually they will take you to the point where they make you swipe, or you pay a certain amount of money which goes into their account. Until your money has gone into their account, you have complete freedom to walk away from the deal. When your money has gone into their account, it may be a small amount of money, maybe 25,000, maybe 50,000 rupees, relatively small. Some of us can afford to lose that kind of money. When we swipe even that small amount, we find it psychologically very difficult to walk away from 25,000, 50,000, 1 lakh rupees. So, effectively, you have lost your freedom. Now, from that point onwards, you are actually taking all decisions based on pressure, based on duress. Now, there are various pathways for which this thing will proceed, on which this thing will proceed. One of the pathways is, let us say you swiped a token and you regret it the next day or a few days later. You thought about it and realized that you are not able to pay off such a big loan, or you are not eligible for such a big loan, or you have many reasons why you cannot commit to such a large purchase of say 25 lakhs or 50 lakh rupees, a flat. You go back to them and you say, sorry, I have to cancel. Now actually you are already using the wrong language. You are not cancelling a deal. The deal has not happened. You have swiped a token. You have asked for a booking. They have not yet given you a booking. Please remember this. They would not have given you a booking. They would not have accepted your booking for some amount of time, about a month, sometimes more. As a rule, they don't accept your booking, but they will pretend as if you are already committed in a relationship with them. So this is a bit like you kiss a girl and then she says that she's in a relationship with you. So you are not. It was a kiss. That's all it was. End of the story. But no, they are going to make it look like it's a lot more serious. So you end up being made to feel guilty. You end up being told that their company policy is that the funds cannot be refunded to you. Whether it was 25,000, whether it was 50,000, it cannot be refunded to you. And you will be told that, see, in these the application form, in the terms and conditions, it is clearly written that funds are not refundable. Now, please note that the terms and conditions of the application form do not constitute a contract. It is not a contract, therefore it is not contractually binding on you, and therefore those terms and conditions do not mean anything in the eyes of law. But generally people fall for it. They say, okay, yes, I signed, it is true, I signed, and then they turn very apologetic, and some people, a great number of people, just give up their token or booking amount and they walk away. So this is one pathway by which the building industry makes money. There is a second pathway where you cannot give up your token and walk away. So you will say, okay, I will continue with the deal. Now, usually what they do is that they make you pay a lot more money in a very short amount of time. So let us say your token amount was 50,000 or 1 lakh. They will compel you to pay 5 lakhs or 10 lakhs. Let us say 10%, up to 10%, or sometimes even more than 10% of the value of the flat. They will compel you to pay it within a very short amount of time, like within 5 days, 10 days, 15 days, max to max 1 month. They will compel you, they will pressure you, and they will tell you that if you don't pay that larger amount of money, then you are going to lose that smaller amount of money. You are going to lose the money that you swiped. So effectively it puts a very large amount of pressure on you to swallow a larger hook. Now please mind well that till this point of time you have not signed an agreement. You have only at the most signed an application form, a booking form with terms and conditions which are entirely one-sided. It is not a contract, it is not a transaction. In the eyes of law, you are not bound. But now they want you to get in deeper. So they have made you swallow, let us say, a small hook of 25,000 or 50,000 rupees when you swipe the token. They are going to keep on pressuring you to pay a larger amount, say 3 lakhs, say 5 lakhs. So let us say that you pay 5 lakh rupees within the next 15 days. Now you are like a fish which has not just swallowed a small hook from which it can, swim away. You have swallowed a large hook, and when you paid 5 lakh rupees, very few people can say, okay, forget it, I am writing off 5 lakhs, I will walk away from the deal. Very few people can do that. Almost nobody will do that. So when you have taken, your paid booking amount of 5 lakh rupees, you mind well, you're not contractually bound. You are free. You can take it back. In the eyes of the law, you are free. RERA says you are free. RERA says the booking amount has to be refunded to you. But remember that while you have the ownership of the money, the builder has the possession of your money, and therefore because he has the possession, because the builder, the company has a lot of trained people who will lie to you, you are deeper and deeper, you are tied up, and you find it very, very difficult unless you go to RERA or unless you go to consumer court and really fight and spend 50,000 or 1 lakh rupees on lawyers for fighting your case. You find it very difficult to take your money out. Now, of course, my videos have often proved effective in getting money out. How does it work? It works like this. It is jhagda. What we are doing is what in society we call jhagda. You shout, you raise a ruckus, you kick up a storm, You let the other people know what is happening. You make customers know what is happening. You inform the other potential customers of the builder that swiping a token is dangerous. Don't swipe a token at this project, Lodha Palava city or Runwal my city or whatever. Don't do it. It is going to cause you a loss. So we do this. We make things known in public domain, and the builder would prefer that these things are not known in the public domain. The builder prefers to hush up these matters. The builder prefers that the whole jhagda should stop. And so what ends up happening is they end up paying the person his refunding partially or entirely the token amount. But this, as I said, is a very special situation. There is a lot of jhagda, and in varying degrees, builders will fight back. Some of them more, some of them less. Some of them will file a case. Some of them they may want to go to the police against you. Although you are fighting for your money, remember, it's not their money; it is your money. But because the builders have gotten used to swallowing your money, they will try to fight you back by taking you to court, by filing a civil case against you for defamation, or against you for a criminal case saying this is cheating and extortion and all this kind of thing. Basically, they are confusing the law enforcement machinery. They are confusing the judges, they are confusing the courts, and they are trying to claim that your money is their money. This happens. Does it happen a lot? No. What happens a lot is you will get your money back by doing jhagda. Okay? What we are doing here is just plain old jhagda. If someone has taken your money and will not return it back to you, what are you going to do? You're going to quarrel with him really loudly. You're going to kick up a ruckus. That is what we do. That is exactly what we do. We kick up a ruckus. We let everybody know, we let the world know what this guy is doing. Okay? However, now most people don't want to do that. So they will cow down and continue to pay money. Now, after you have paid a larger booking amount, say 5 lakhs. Now the next step is they want you to enter into agreement. Now friends, entering into agreement is a requirement of the law. Registered agreement is a requirement of the law. And yes, if you want to be in that relationship with the builder, if you want to have that transaction, then having a registered agreement is a step that safeguards you as much as it safeguards the builder. However, there's a problem. There's a catch. The catch is that the agreement is a draft. The draft agreement has been prepared entirely by the builder's legal team. It has been perfected by the builder's legal team over decades, and it is really a one-sided agreement. It contains all kinds of waivers and disclaimers from your side. Disclaimers from the builder's side, waivers from your side, where you are saying, I will not go to court for this, and I will not go to court for that, and I understand that the builder will basically profit here. Not just profit, but profit here. Profit is good. Profiteering means getting profit by unethical means. So the agreement format is drafted in such a way that it enables the builder to profiteer from the situation, to profit at your expense in the most unethical ways possible, to take money whenever and wherever he can, to flaunt each and every deadline that is applicable to the builder. Delivery dates are flaunted and everything is flouted. Basically, from his end of things, it is a very loose agreement which leaves him free. On your side, it is extremely tight. It is super tight if you don't pay money as and when he demands, the builder demands. the agreement is going to give him the power to really hurt you with all kinds of charges, extra interest and all sorts of charges, administrative charges and recovery charges and blah blah blah. And moreover, it also has clauses which enables the builder to cancel the contract, cancel the agreement, and basically leave you with nothing. There are clauses which say we will take away all your money, all the money that you have given us, and we will refund you nothing. Some of the builders agreements have such clauses, very onerous. Some other builders agreements have clauses saying that we will refund your money at our own sweet time, within 6 months or within 1 year, and in installments and without any interest and all that kind of thing. So basically it assumes for the builder all the rights, and you are only given one right, which is on the possession date, after grace period and after all the extra time that RERA may grant them. You will get a flat which is more or less of the dimensions of the size that you have paid for, and that is it. Your rights end there. They also put in all kind of clauses which basically loads all the risk on you. You are going to allow the builder to do whatever he wants, including delay your possession, increase the height of your tower, increase the size of your project, endlessly increase the project, exploit the extra FSI and wherever possible the TDR and all these things from your tower, from your project, from your area into a totally different area. Sell your clubhouse, sell the extra amenities, use the terrace, disturb your environment, continue building activities in your area, in your project, exploit the water, exploit the electricity, basically do everything that is humanly possible to extract the last drop of juice, last drop of profit from your project at your expense. This is the nature of the agreements that you are made to sign. And if you have gotten this far, you are not allowed to change a comma or a full stop of that agreement. Although the law supports you, if you fight, if you say that I want these things to be changed, otherwise I will not sign your agreement, if you take a firm stand, if you fight for it to have these agreement clauses struck off, the likelihood is that the builder will give you back your money rather than change the agreement for you alone. The builder wants that everyone who buys a flat from him should sign that exact identical agreement so that he will not have difficulties later on, whoever that builder is. So the likelihood, the overwhelming likelihood is that after you give him a tough fight, he will refund your amount rather than change the clauses. However, as I said earlier, you will have to fight tooth and nail, and fight tooth and nail not only in RERA or in consumer court or in civil court, which is not a great forum because it's going to things will drag out for a very long time, but also you have to fight in social media. Now, social media means you may get threatened, you may get legal notices saying you are defaming us and all that blah blah. You will have to be tough-minded about it. If you are tough-minded, if you are determined, if you are willing to give them a fight, then you can win. It's a winnable fight. It is intensely winnable. It is extremely winnable. And the reason it's winnable is the law supports you. However, Although the law supports you, you'll have to be clever, you'll have to be cunning, you'll have to be quick on your feet, you will have to be careful in your choice of lawyers. If you do all that, you can do it. But most people don't do that. So then what happens? They sign the agreement. They sign an agreement which is against their interests. And then what happens is you are forced to pay until the time of possession, or the builder will get a loan disbursed and then the bank will have to pay on demand, even if the bank doesn't have a good enough has a good reason to not disburse the amount. For example, that stage of construction is not reached. Builder is saying 12th floor slab has been reached. Bank finds out it is only 8th floor. They may refuse to disburse. The builder will punish you. The builder will charge penal interest on you, not the bank. So for his own failures, the builders will tend to punish you. And assuming that you go on with this process, you pay the entire amount, then you come to the possession stage. At possession, they will again send you a possession demand letter, and there all kind of extra things get added on. Extra things get charged which were not in the agreement. See friends, if you're paid the amount that is there in the agreement, then there is no further need to pay anything. The title of the flat should come to you by law. But then the builders are experts at overriding the laws. And so what they do is they will give you a demand letter which often has all kind of surprises for you, which you were not anticipating. And they will say you pay this or else we will not give you possession. And if we don't give you possession, even at this stage, they will say we can cancel the agreement and we can take away all your money and we can forfeit the entire amount and all that. So until you get the possession, you are always going to be in deep trouble as far as the builder is concerned. More about this later. I am your friend Krish the Urban Naxal. Jai Hind, Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, Jai Maharashtra.